My speech today has a title, The Cross and the Stone. Reverend Fathers, Mr. Mayor of Order, Governor of Armavir, Baron Armenian, distinguished guests, fellow compatriots, սիրելի հայրենակիցներ. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. Today is extremely touching day. We all made a very long way to Gylling, and while traveling to this blessed land of Gylling, we all had our minds and hearts emotionally charged with the idea that once again, Jeppe's birthplace will witness our devotion to this heavenly angel, and also will feel the presence of the committed community. Our presence here this afternoon is a way to demonstrate our recognition to her mission, which is to serve the cause of peace and make this world a better place. A number of visits to Gylling became a tradition, and every year hundreds of pilgrims from different geographic locations as today come here, share the joy of just being together and to do something. Moreover, today we seize this important opportunity to mourn the loss and celebrate the memory of all those who back to the beginning of the 20th century became victims of violence, non-tolerance, racism, political interests, ignorance, closed-mindedness, arrogance, and inhumanity. Your presence, these flowers, these emotions, those smiling faces and tears in the eyes at the same time, all together once again say no and never again to what happened in the Ottoman Empire almost a century ago and is still happening elsewhere. We do claim again justice and want peace. This world is far from being perfect. We know this. However, we also recognize that this does not mean one is entitled to take advantage of those fallacies and imperfections and sacrifice others in the sake of one's interests. Why kill others? Why sacrifice others? Why have all these sufferings and humiliations? Does this make perpetrators happier and self-sufficient? I guess nobody has the answer to these questions. However, the use of force and violence is still one of the tools for the humanity, and this is unfortunate for us. People are still being killed for their skin color, for their religious affiliations, language, culture, political views, business interests, and for just being different. A telling example of this are recent developments in an Armenian populated town of Kesab in Syria, preceded and succeeded by no less violent events in Damascus, Aleppo, and in many other cities and towns in Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Egypt, Sudan, or elsewhere. And again, deportations, ethnic cleansings, refugees, sufferings, human losses, and the new tragedies. Why so? The dilemma of killing versus giving life and love is still challenging the world. Unfortunately, the choice is not always for the good, but for the evil. And this is sad. It is sad to see that the military way of facing problems is still an option on the table in the 21st century. What a pity for the civilized world that we still see people suffering around the globe. Almost everybody say to believe in God, or ideals, or ideologies. We all believe in something, even those who claim to be atheists. What is the name of the God or ideals we believe in? War, sufferings, killings, tragedies, money, political interests, power, or love, peace, and devotion to human ideals. We do make our choices, and it is our responsibility of today to do everything to rescue the future for the generations. There are still soldiers in this world, soldiers of war and soldiers of peace. Karl Jeppe and Maria Jakobsen were soldiers as well, but soldiers of peace and compassion who made their choice to serve the good and the humanity. These two angels, belief was anchored in the vision that no one deserves sufferings and everyone needs protection. But how many Karl Jeppes and Maria Jakobsens are among us today? What principles do we follow in the modern world? Did we make our choice for the good? To what extent do we follow these two Danish ladies in an important task to eliminate the evil and disseminate peace and tolerance? Today, my mother is visiting Gylling with us to pay tribute to one of these heavenly angels. It is a touching moment for me. This land of Denmark gave two young ladies, Karen Jeppe and Marie Jakobsen, who became mothers for many Armenian children whose parents have been killed during the Ottoman atrocities. They took care of children of my nation. They gave them education and they saved them from being lost or annihilated.